What's going on, guys? It's your boy Iron Josh, and in this video we're going to go over two units that are a little bit in debate with each other. I didn't know when I first started about Zarloth, and I also didn't know about Voresh. Now, a lot of people will tell you to pick Voresh in the 99-cent treasure chest, but as I've been playing a little bit more in Season 1, I noticed a lot of similarities between these two units. So I wanted to do a damage comparison and really see what the similarities are and also the differences. Let's go ahead and take a look. Come on. Okay. So with that being said, let's go take a look at some unit comparisons. Now, Voresh is going to have 25,000 HP, 1100 defense, 1400 attack, 0 enlightenment, 10% crit rate, 50% crit damage, 36 innate accuracy, and a 2.5 second attack interval. His skills, he's going to have a captain skill to increase all allies' attack by 24% in all battles. He's going to have every fourth basic attack heals the ally with the lowest current HP by 300% attack, with a 25% chance of inflicting silence on the enemy. So the faster he attacks, the more he's going to heal as well, right? His battle skill is going to deal 380% attack necrotic damage to enemies within range, with a 75% chance of inflicting recharging speed penalty for 5 seconds. And his ultimate is going to do summon a prison at the designated location for 5 seconds, dealing 162% of attack with necrotic damage to enemies within range 1 second, every 1 second for the duration of the prison, with the 35% chance of inflicting fear on the enemies for 5 seconds. He's going to heal all allies by 30% of the attack in the meantime. Each enemy hit by this skill increases the healing by 15%. So, a couple things we notice. The faster he attacks, he's going to get that fourth attack off and silence, but he's also going to heal somebody. And then he's also going to heal again here. So we need high attack, faster attack, not necessarily crit rate or crit damage, but that's in essence of what a Zarloth is going to do, right? And then you come over here to Voresh. Now, Voresh has got a very similar kit based on the AoE. So now into Voresh. Voresh is going to have 26,420 HP, 1,167 defense, 1,400 attack, 0 enlightenment, 10% crit rate, 50% crit damage, 36% accuracy, and 2.5 second attack interval. Let's go ahead and do a side-by-side with these really quick. So Voresh's skills, his passive is he's going to heal the ally with the lowest current HP by 70% of his attack when dealing damage. This will only trigger once when dealing damage to multiple targets. So that means he needs AoE damage to heal. His battle skill is going to deal 120 attack percent damage, cold damage, to enemies 3 times. When dealing damage, it has a 50% chance of dispelling 1 buff from them. And then his ultimate is going to be an AoE global. It's going to deal 220% attack cold damage 3 times to all enemies, with a 75% chance of inflicting buff prohibition for 10 seconds. So, we notice that he's going to do damage 3 times here. We notice that he's going to deal damage to the enemy 3 times here. And we notice that he's going to have a heal here. So, he's missing the heal that Zarloth has here. But Zarloth is going to do, he's going to do 220% damage to everybody on the board 3 times. Whereas Zarloth's battle skill is going to be within a range. It's going to do damage for 5 seconds every 1 second. So you can kind of say it's going to deal damage 5 times, and it's 162%. So 162%, let's just do some math here. 162 times, let's just call it 5, is 810% damage. And if we do Voresh is going to do, well, as you can see, easy math, 220 times 3 is 660% damage. But Voresh, it doesn't matter where on the board units are. They could be attacking your backline like in the arena. They could be at the front. So like it just is anything. He's good for a few different stages and bosses where they throw out eggs and everything in the back towards your units. And so there is a little bit of a difference as to where you're gonna see these guys. And so I just wanted to come into the drilling grounds here and test out some of their skills and see which one I kind of get a feel for better. They're both fully skilled up, so we can take off all these guys here and here, and we can really kind of break this down. So Voresh, we're gonna give him this. We're gonna give them the same exact sets. So this set here, it's gonna give a recommendation for 3 ears, but we're gonna give him damage instead. So let's give him the execution. This will give him 44% crit. Let's equip that. So what is this? 58% crit rate, 164% crit damage. Where's my original execution? Okay, so that's 81% crit rate. Let's go. Let's give him crit rate here. Crit damage with crit damage, crit rate, and attack. We don't have crit rate and attack. We just have crit rate. Alright, so we can equip that one. And let's put on crit damage. Let's see here. What's this one do? Defense, accuracy. There's an attack one with attack, and resistance. Alright, let me do this. Do we have total attack with crit rate and crit damage? Okay, so we'll give him that one. Alright. And then let's do... let's do the Witch's Remains. So that way he can get his defense breaks on. And we'll give it a try. Okay. So let's do this. Yep, we know. Let's see how much damage he can do in 30 seconds. We're going to speed that up. Okay, so he lands the debuffs, which is nice. He did 48,000, 60,000. He's healing himself, that's fine. So he did 92,000. Alright. Let's challenge again. Let's see if we can get him up to 100,000. Maybe he missed a crit. Okay, bring him in again. Alright, 55,000. 78,000. 82,000. 84,000. 90... 100,000. So he barely cleared... So, just cleared 100,000. Not bad. Pretty good. Okay, let's give pretty much the same stats to Zarloth. Going to plan, 100% execution. Okay, 75. So he's at 85%. And then let's go crit damage, whatever we have for the best. With attack and crit rate. Okay, we got this one here. Let's see, we have attributes, total attack, attack, crit rate, crit damage. Nope, we don't have all three. This one's probably pretty good. Alright, we'll do that. And then same thing, we'll put on the Witch's Remains for that defense break. Alright. Now let's just see who does more damage. Alright, 22,000. Here's the ult coming in. Doing 53 up to 66,000, 71,000, 91,000, 94,000, 97,000. Breaks 100,000. Just barely breaks 100,000 on the first one. Let's see if we can get him any higher. Oops, should have just did challenge again. Okay, we can bring this up. Pull this up in right here. So we're at 22,800, 36, 45. It looks like we only get one ult off every 30 seconds. Just barely breaks 100,000. So on average, it looks like Zarloth does more damage. And with that being said, in my opinion, Zarloth is going to do more damage. He's going to heal. I think all around Zarloth is going to bring a little bit more to the table than Voresh does. So this has been something that has been thrown around. Like a lot of people in chat are talking about, just pick Voresh, just pick Voresh, just pick Voresh. He's the best. He like I feel like Zarloth doesn't get enough play. And when you really break it down side by side, Zarloth is going to heal you more, which is clutch in a lot of different battles. Zarloth's going to do more damage, and, you know, it's just one of those things. He's also going to cause fear, which is good as well. We didn't really cover fear, so let's cover fear really quick. And so he's also got silence, recharging penalty, and then fear, where they're unable to launch basic attacks or cast skills. Fear's pretty OP, and I feel like a lot more people should be looking into Zarloth for that reason. Now, on the flip side, okay, so there's two sides to every coin, right? I feel like a lot of people pick Voresh because he's a team player. And a lot of people like Voresh based on who the teams are that you can put him into. With what I mean by that is a lot of people are taking Usha really early. Wilt, who I haven't even built yet, but I've seen a lot of good things on. Wilt's pretty OP too, right? So the Frost capabilities that I think he has here. Buff Prohibition's really good too. Let's not get away from that. Oh, he doesn't have Frost. So with that, but the Frost team is really, really good. And, you know, Gardrus is really good in a couple battles as well. So he's got his place. What does he have for a captain skill? I forget. He doesn't have a captain skill. So I'd say he does have his place. I think he's pretty good. You know, if you're going to use the crown, the cursed crown on him, I think he's really good as well. But I did kind of want to settle the debate in my own head. And while I was doing that, I wanted to make a video about it so that way other people could see this as well. When you are spending that 99 cents on that box, if you were considering picking Voresh. Now, the other two units, Garius and Furbath, really, really good units. Probably would have gone Garius in my path if I had really known about it. I picked Zarloth, and I had never looked back. Like, I'm a big Zarloth fan. He's like my little bro. So, guys, that's it for today's video. Just wanted to make something really quick and show you guys kind of something that's been going on in my head. And maybe you guys were thinking, hey, listen, Voresh is a really OP unit. I wonder if there's anybody that I might consider around that. Take care, guys. As always, happy hunting in your equipment, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.